If you want, we may start, and if somebody else comes, they can join us in the middle. I feel bad for making you waiting. You know, the big wigs of many countries.
Right. Now this says it's streaming live on YouTube. Is that true?
Yeah, Hojam. Since you have joined us, so we thought we should make it special now. Yeah,
not,
exactly.
not the perfect time to take advantage of.
Big wigs of many countries.
This says it's streaming live on YouTube. Is that true?
Yeah, Hojam. Yeah. So should we start, Prof?
Yeah, I think please, whenever you are ready, I'm ready.
Okay, mashallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mujahid Hojam, welcome to you as well. So I would just brief down the program of this year's workshop very fastly, very briefly, and inshallah then what moderators need to do, because you know this year it's not going to be face-to-face, it's going to be online. So I mean there may be on the day of the program there may be some confusion. So just to eliminate some such chances, then we can discuss it now. And lastly, if you got any questions or if there's any problem with the timings of the sessions, we can discuss that and I'll take down the notes. So, the inaugural session is going to be held in Istanbul. It's going to be in a hotel called Jawahir Hotel. So everybody who's in Turkey or especially in Istanbul, we expect them to join, and Sakarya as well. We expect them to join our program in that face-to-face session. But obviously people who are from other countries, they would only be able to participate in that program or just view that program from YouTube. It's not going to be on Zoom that day. It's going to be on YouTube that day. It will be streamed online. And in the program, we are having earlier, Dr. Umar Chapra was going to participate as the keynote speaker, but due to his health condition, now Dr. Abbas Mirakhor is going to replace him. Dr. Umar Chapra has just sent, his written message for everybody who would be participating in the program. But the Dr. Abbas Mirakhor would be joining us online in that program. In that program, inshallah, we are also going to have an award session, which is going to be this year. Earlier, we were presenting 3 awards. This year, we are going to present awards under 5 categories. And obviously, who is going to get the awards, it's just 2 days, ahead of us. So we'll get to know that, inshallah. Then after that, inshallah, we are having a very special session. I mean, everybody, since, there were many personalities who had an international fame in the field, and they left us very sadly. They left this world this year. And one of them was Dr. Sabri or Manlate. So inshallah, we are going to have a very special session for him in that program on the inaugural day, inshallah. So that is about it. Now coming actually to the thing which is relating to us, or everybody who's sitting over here specifically, this is about the workshop sessions. We have divided the workshop sessions over 2 days, but we have done most of them on the first day. The reason being, some of our participants or most of our participants and speakers, they are going to be from the Far East. They are going to be from Malaysia and Indonesia. And since it's going to be the day of Jummah, it's going to be Friday prayer. So we did not want to cause a clash in the timings because, you're 5 hours ahead of us. So inshallah, we'll be doing 4 sessions on Thursday, which is 17th of September. And we will be doing the remaining 2 sessions on Friday, which is 18th of September, inshallah. Regarding the timings, what is important for the moderators, coming back to the moderators, first of all, every moderator is going to be moderating 2 of the speakers. And once he or she is moderating 2 of the speakers, the time division is like you are going to give 20 to 25 minutes to each of the moderators. What I'm going to do here is on Zoom, I hope since everybody is from academic fraternity here, so they know, about Zoom. They must have a very rich experience of using Zoom by now. Since we are already like half year into this pandemic crisis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my co-host, or I'm going to transfer my hosting position to that moderator in that session. And then it is going to be upon the moderator, Hafsa Hojam, Kamala Hojam, Mehmet Hojam. Yani it's going to be upon the moderator then to allocate those 20 minutes and then get in the middle, if it's becoming too long or something. And then after that, giving the podium or rostrum to the next speaker. And it's wholly solely upon the moderator if you want to take on questions one by one after each speaker, or you want to take the questions together after both of the speakers. I mean, that completely depends on your choice because, some moderators prefer A, others prefer the option B. Once we are done with that, then we have for some of the sessions, this year, Alhamdulillah, we have got a very special category called discussants. So there are many professors from England, from United Kingdom, from Italy, from Malaysia, from Pakistan, who have at least shown interest in discussing some of the papers. So if they are able to make to that day, then inshallah I will share the name of that respective professor with the respective moderator. So at the end of the session, that discussant only for 5 minutes is going to discuss a specific paper. But this is not going to happen for all the papers. Last thing for moderators, which is in my mind, is some of the moderators would prefer to have a look at the full text or the full manuscript of the papers which are going to be presented. Unfortunately, all of the papers are not at our end for now, but we have got the abstracts and we have got some of the papers, like 80% of them are with us. So if you are interested, then I can send you the respective papers to each of the moderator, which are going to be presented in your session. So at least, this is going to give you an idea about. From the moderators, obviously, we are not expecting a full biography of an author. MashaAllah, our authors are normally our speakers only. So our speakers normally are the big wigs, so they are well known already. So inshallah, that would not be required, but still going through their work would make you better handle that session, inshallah. Besides that, what is going to, another thing which is worth importance here to mention is that normally we can only include 100 people, but inshallah, this year we have increased that limit. So inshallah, in our Zoom session, we will have two categories: the open participation or the open audience. They are going to watch our sessions through YouTube link. But people, if you've got friends, if you've got academia from your universities, if you've got your colleagues, and you want them to participate, or you want them to be here in the Zoom session, and ask promptly the questions or discuss a paper, then I have shared with you already through my email a link where they can register. So we are able to take on, inshallah, up to 300 participants in that session or in that program, inshallah, in each of the sessions. And I think that is quite a reasonable number. So it would not be, inshallah, we would not be crossing that number probably. No matter how many people come, inshallah. So besides that, since there is none of the discussants right now here, so I would not talk about the discussants. But regarding the speakers, the last thing which is in my mind is that I have got the presentations from your end for many of the speakers, and for some of the speakers I haven't. But I would still prefer that there's a screen sharing option, we have got with us. So once you start your presentation, the best thing is that instead of using Zoom from mobile, if everybody's got computer or laptop at their disposal, and they run their presentation from their own computers, and we just give them there and then the permission to share the screen, I think that way we are going to run the program very well. So that is all from my side, what was in my hand. If the moderators have got any questions, if the discussants have got any questions, I'm sorry, for calling you an extra day, out of your busy routines. But, actually, by just coming here and, talking for 2 minutes, we have seen that, we are live on YouTube. and we have seen, we have checked that our channel is running. Yes, a very important thing. This year again, inshallah, to maximize our participation, we are also going to have simultaneous interpretation. The program would be run both in Turkish and English. So nobody needs to sit behind and say, because I'm not going to understand a specific session. So, I don't have nothing to do with the program. The program would be run, and it would be run through two live YouTube channels. One of ICAM, Research Center of Islamic Economics, and one of Ilke Waqf. So one of the channels would run the English program, the other one would run the Turkish program. But inshallah, through an email, I would be sending you the details of those channels, the links of those channels as well. The last thing which you should be expecting from my side, inshallah, now is I'm going to still share with you, because this link was just for the mock program, which is now. I'm still going to share with you, inshallah, the link, the Zoom link for the actual days program for 17th and 18th. So I'm going to schedule the meetings separately. I don't think there's a problem if I do it once, the whole day program, or if you prefer, or if you want, we can also do them session to session, I can schedule a separate meeting for each session. So each moderator and each speaker would have to just click on that session. It's all up to you. I will also discuss it here with the board. But to me, both of the options are available. So that is all from my side. Thank you very much for coming. If you've got any questions or you need anything except the papers, I will be sending you the papers. If you need anything else besides the papers as well, I'm here at your disposal, inshallah.
Thank you.
Ahsan, thank you for the information. Can I just ask a question?
Sure, ma'am.
About these participants who would like to ask questions, about around how many minutes you think that we should give them, actually? To pass their questions to the presenters.
Actually, Hojam, there are going to be two types of questions. One of the questions would be that moderator would have in his mind that how many minutes I've got left for my session. So how many questions I can allow. That is the first category of questions. So that is all up to the moderator. Whosoever he wants to, ask the question, they can open their mic and close the other mics. Because, they will be having the hosting position there. Then there's the next category of questions, because, we are not letting everybody join through our Zoom link or Zoom classroom or Zoom workshop. There are certain questions which would be coming from our English and Turkish YouTube channels, where we would be going live. So we will be having our researchers who would be there sitting, and they would be noting down questions from the comment section. And if we have got program, then we will also pass on those questions to the moderator of the specific session, and they will also be asked.
Maybe we can also have a WhatsApp group to gather these questions in one platform. What do you think? Like during the conference of IZU, we had same platform. There was a WhatsApp group. So any question which was coming from the YouTube channel, they were directed there.
Actually, there can be a WhatsApp group with the moderators only, because, ultimately the moderators would be, or the moderators and speakers only, because they would be actually addressing the specific questions there and then. So this is very much possible. I think, this is a good idea that once there's a question on YouTube and we are in a specific session, I can just copy that question and put in the group.
Yes.
And the moderator can see the question. And if he or she thinks that it is a pertinent one, or if you have got time for that, then it can be asked over there.
Ahsan, that wouldn't work for me,
No, you are ahead of us.
You are still not using WhatsApp, Hafsa.
No, I'm not using WhatsApp. I am against using WhatsApp. So that's why that would not work for me. But you know what I'm doing, Kamala, generally? I'm opening a YouTube by myself on the other side. Then I can follow the questions and then just pass them. I think that would work also. But of course, you can open WhatsApp among yourself, no problem.
Yeah, that is idea to have a group, but I use the same way. I had my laptop, I had my PC. So that's also, Hafsa, you have to come to the digital life.
No, actually, Haftarja is using 6G and there are no laptops yet to support it.
Dear brother Hassan, I should ask for your permission to leave
Thank
actually.
you very much. Actually, I mean, I think we are almost done. If there are no questions, we can even conclude. Like, you know, I mean, it's a
Ahsen, just to finalize about your suggestion for either adding a separate link for each session or just to have a general link for everyone. I think separate link would work better. This is what we have done so far for the other organizations or meetings. That works better. This is my opinion, actually.
right, Hujam, thank you. So, Prof, if there is no other question, thank you very much for this short meeting and for your availability.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
brother.
thank you. Salam alaikum.
And all the best, inshallah.
Thank
Walaikum
you.
salam wa
Assalamu
rahmatullah.
alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Very much, Ahsan.